What is up, everyone? I'm Jared. I will be your host today. Today, we will be walking through some of my favorite picks for MLB on PrizePicks. If you are new here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks and you want to go ahead and get started, if you use promo code WIN daily, one word, it's all the way on the bottom of the screen. That'll get you a 100% sign up bonus up to $100. Also, what we'll do is we will throw in a free 30-day membership to our Win Daily Gold. That's going to get you access to all of our daily articles. It'll also get you access to our optimizer as well as get you onto our Discord. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and walk through some of my favorite picks on PrizePicks today. Just to do a little bit of a recap of yesterday. Yesterday didn't go as well as we had hoped. We went 1 for 4. The Vladimir Gutierrez outs hit. However, Kikuchi decided to turn into a Cy Young level pitcher yesterday and strike out a whole bunch. So he went over the 4. That had a direct impact on Aaron Judge, who really struggled yesterday. CJ Crone just had a double, didn't really do anything else. So he missed on his hitter fantasy score. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dig in. So my first one that I really like today is going to be against Nick Martinez. If you have been following me on my Stack City article for DFS, you know that Nick Martinez has been one of my favorite targets so far. He's really just struggled pitching back in America. His first start of the season went well, but ever since then, it's really been a downhill spiral. And also in the 4 starts, just to start, the prop that we're going with today is 15.5 pitching outs. I'm going with the under. If we look at what he's done this season in his 4 starts, he hasn't gone past 5 innings. He did throw 100 pitches against the Dodgers once, but all of his other starts, he's thrown less than 90 in every single game. So it does seem as if they have been capping him at about 5 innings. So with that, I really like the under on here. With Martinez, one of his biggest struggles this season has really been the walks. His walks per 9 is greater than 5. This has led to a whip of 1.68 on the year. Today, he's facing off against a pretty sneaky lineup with the Marlins. They've been pretty good against righties this year. They have a collective WRC of 117 and also a 325 WOBA against righties. They have some really solid bats in this lineup: Jazz Chisholm, Jesus Sanchez, Jesus Aguilar. I really like this spot for the Marlins. The Marlins are actually going to be one of my favorite spots for offense tonight in DFS. So I'm going with the under on this 15.5 pitching outs. I just don't see him going longer than 5 innings tonight, especially if history repeats itself. He hasn't gone longer than 5 all season. The next one that we're going with is going to be Willy Adames. If you have been following this Reds Brewers series, you know that the Brewers have just been scoring a whole ton of runs. I am going to be going with his runs plus RBI prop. The Brewers put up 18 runs last night against the Reds. I highlighted that yesterday with Gutierrez. Hunter Green is another young pitcher for them. The Reds pitchers just aren't going very long. Their starters are really putting a lot of onus on their bullpen, and their bullpen has just been atrocious. So we have starters not doing well. We have a bullpen that isn't doing well. The Reds, I think after last night, the Reds' run differential is over 80 at this point. They're on pace for just a historically bad season. So we're going to continue to attack them with hitters, and today I'm going to be attacking them with Willy Adames. Adames is facing off against one of the Reds' top prospects in Hunter Green. Hunter Green throws a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, but other than that, he really doesn't throw much. He's been throwing his fastball more than 60% of the time. Even if it's coming at you at 100 miles per hour, if a hitter knows what's coming, they can sit on it a bit. With Adames, he is a crusher of fastballs. Over the last few years, he has a 302 ISO against them. He knows he can hit the pitch. He knows it's going to be coming today, so I fully expect the Brewers to score a whole bunch of runs, and Willy Adames is going to be a big part of that, hitting in the 2-hole. He scores at least a run or gets an RBI, so I'm going with the over on this. The next one that we are going to be going with is Mr. Kyle Schwarber. I should preface this with saying I am a huge Mets fan, watching them since I was 4 or 5 years old. This is a great spot for Kyle Schwarber tonight. He's facing off against Taijuan Walker. I normally try to stay away from BBP numbers, but you just have to respect what Kyle Schwarber's done against Taijuan Walker. In just 13 at bats, he has 5 homers. All he does against the Mets is hit home runs. With the game being in Philly today, I fully expect Schwarber to take Walker deep into the right field stands. It's just going to be a great night for Schwarber and his teammates. The Phillies are one of the few teams that have an implied run total over four today. So they're one of the top offenses on the board. Walker, he throws his sinker a ton, especially to lefties. I know we talked about the BVP already. There's a reason why Walker has done so well historically against Walker. Schwarber just crushes sinkers. Against this pitch over the course of his career, he has an average exit velocity of 93. It's just a pitch that he loves facing against, and he sees it well. I'm going with the over here on the 6.5 hitter fantasy score. Schwarber is one of my favorites to hit a home run tonight, and I fully expect him to. So again, we're going with the over on this number as well. The final one that I am going with today is going to be Cedric Mullins in the 6-hitter fantasy score. Mullins and his Orioles teammate face off against Chris Archer tonight. I love Chris Archer. He's just no longer a serviceable pitcher in the majors. Over the last few years, it's really been a struggle for him. One of Archer's biggest struggles has actually been against lefties, especially this year. On the year, lefties have a 269 ISO against him. Other than that, they also have a 56% fly ball rate and a 39% hard hit rate. So lefties are getting the ball in the air and they're hitting it hard. Just not a great mix. With this game being in Camden, for those that have been there, the ball just flies out of right field. I know they made some changes to the left field fence, but with Mullins batting from the left side, he should be able to do some damage against Chris Archer tonight. Mullins himself has really been hitting the ball well of late. He has a 5-game hitting streak, and over those 5 games, he has 3 multi-hit games. With this 6-hitter fantasy score, we really don't need much out of him. I wouldn't be surprised if he led off the game with a double and then scored a run pretty quickly. The Orioles are also one of my favorite spots for offense today, just because Archer is no longer a great pitcher that he was when he was back in the day with Pittsburgh and even Tampa. So I am going with the over on Cedric Mullins' number. So just to recap, today we are going with Nick Martinez on the under for his 15.5 pitcher outs. Willy Adames on the over on the runs and RBI. We are going with Kyle Schwarber, the over on the 6.5 hitter fantasy score. And then we're also going with the over on the Cedric Mullins projected hitter fantasy score. So if you do end up using these, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and also feel free to comment with any questions that you may have. If there's anyone else that you're looking to use, happy to answer any questions for you. Again, if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks, if you use promo code WINDAILY, it's going to get you the 100% sign-up bonus up to $100. And we'll also throw in the free membership for WinDaily Gold for 30 days. Good luck, everyone.